This is Exleys on the NFL unfiltered. UK style, let's get into it.
What's up, guys? This is Exleys on the NFL unfiltered UK style. So straight into it, as always, top stories. The NFL fined Panthers running back Rico Dowdle 14,000 hairs for his Hingle McCringleberry celebration last week. Did you ever see that sketch?
I probably did. I watched a lot of their sketches and stuff, but I did see. Did you see the video that they sent to
Yes.
Rico Dowdle of him and his wife putting into charity? What did they put in?
Yeah.
Like 50,000, 20,000, something like that?
I think it was 24,000 to the charity of his choice, which is pretty cool.
Yeah.
When you think about it, look how bad this green screen thing is. When you think about it, they are fining him that much for that celebration. It wasn't even, I don't understand why they fined him. Unsportsmanlike conduct. There's so many different things that have been done that would be seen as unsportsmanlike conduct.
Well, it's because they can't get any money out of anyone for any other celebration because they've already killed off all the weapon ones and stuff like that last year, didn't they? So it's like, well, what can we get them for this year? We need some more money.
It does seem that way. Like, I don't understand what the point of it is.
It's like they are just trying to get money this season because that in particular is just ridiculous.
Yeah, stupid, isn't it? Doesn't make any sense whatsoever.
Like, he cautioned them, give them a penalty or something, but if you don't call it in the game, just leave it.
Mm-hmm.
Like, it's pretty much 15 grand for that, but you can get fined less for hitting someone with your head. Like, where's the logic in these fines?
What was the call not last week? Was it last week? Someone got fined something ridiculous then as well, and it's like...
Yeah, that's what I mean. Like, if it was for, say, taunting, I might understand it, but it's not.
Yes, no, it's just celebrating.
It's a touchdown celebration.
One more pump and it's a 15 grand fine.
But did you see this week? I think it was 3 different players mocked it, and I believe Rico did as well. They all done that. They're like paused in the air to do the pump and then just went and run away.
Yeah.
I think that was a good way of getting around it.
No, it's silly. It is fucking silly.
I think when the news broke about him doing a GoFundMe, everyone took that the wrong way. I think everyone thought he was trying to get the money for him.
Yeah,
but it wasn't. It was for it. Yeah, it was money to go to a charity instead.
Yeah, I think that's fair enough. I don't understand why people would instantly think that he wants people to pay for it. He's got the money to pay for it. That's not what he's asking.
Yeah. But yeah, I think the whole thing got taken the wrong way, both parts of it. But I think what came out of it, the money going to charities, almost makes it worth it. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah. Oh, this earbud keeps disconnecting and reconnecting. It's tripping me out. Panthers defensive tackle Daron Payne has been suspended for 1 game for unsportsmanlike conduct after punching Lions wide receiver Amon-Ra St. Brown.
Did you see the clip?
Yeah, I've seen it. Various different angles of it. I want to know why he did it.
Yeah, that's what I was going to say. Like, the supposed explanation is from 3 or 4 snaps before that. So it was like, it was almost completely unrelated. And from what I could see, and a couple of the guys on the insider guys on X and that posted about it.
Yeah.
3 or 4 snaps prior, I think the running back, what happened? The running back tried to go through a gap that got closed up and he landed awkwardly on somebody.
Right. Well, Amon-Ra did.
Yeah, the running back landed on one of the Commanders guys.
Yeah. So
that's supposedly what led into it. And because Amon-Ra had blocked somebody for him to get the gap, and basically it was just bullshit.
It's stupid, isn't it? It's getting unbelievably stupid, some of the things that's happening in the NFL at the moment.
Yeah, now see that, I can see why you would fine somebody for that, or you would suspend somebody for that. That makes sense. You want that shit gone.
Yeah, not the fucking celebration.
Yeah.
It's not like it's a gun celebration or a bow celebration. Like they've done they've tried so hard to get rid of and they've done. Now they're just looking for, let's not have anyone celebrate anything. Do you know what I mean? That's what it seems like.
Yeah, but as I say, this one I understand him getting suspended for, and at the end of the day, it was clear as day. You were in the middle of a football field. They weren't even involved in the play.
Yeah.
Like, it was just two guys stood there. There was no play happening, and he just punched him. It's like, well, you're going to get suspended for that. That's just too obvious.
Stupid. Anyway, moving on.
But, yeah, the Giants, I called this one earlier, I think at the start of the season.
Yeah.
Brian Daboll is being fired.
I think they had to do something. 20, 40 and 1. And just one playoff win.
In 4 years.
In 4 years. That's fucking terrible, really, isn't it?
Now, one of the things that makes me laugh about this, everyone's saying, he was heavily involved in the trade for Jackson Dart and rah, 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 and maybe Cam Scatterby. Maybe he was. The problem is, Cam Scatterby's out for the season. Malik Neighbours is out for the season. Jackson Dart's been injured so many times already. We're halfway through the season. So the players he helped bring in are of no use.
Yeah,
they're getting injured too much.
If he possibly wasn't there at the beginning of the season, maybe someone would have had the smarts to put Jackson Dart in earlier, and that New England would be fucking hell. The Giants would be further along in the season, further up the rankings than they are right now. I don't think it makes a difference. There's always shoulda, woulda, coulda. I should have traded for Shedeur Sanders. I should have tried to get a better running back. I should have tried to get fucking anybody. Shit happens. Players get injured. I don't think that's necessarily his fault, but he should be gone. He should be gone.
I think he tried to use Russell Wilson for too long. That was a bad call. After 2 or 3 games, he maybe, if he wanted to leave Jackson Dart to develop a little bit, maybe he should have tried Jameis Winston. He is still on the team.
Yeah.
Nobody's put him in at all.
Instead of having Russell Wilson in and then pulling him out and then like, shit, we got to chuck Jackson Dart in now, he's already on a failing team. Let's see how much we can make him fail now.
If nothing else, Jameis Winston would give them better social media clips.
100%. 100%.
You can't put Jameis Winston on the field and something funny doesn't happen. At least they'd get some good social out of it.
While we're on New York, Jackson Dart has now been evaluated for a concussion 4 times this season. Is he going to be a problem for the Giants?
I mean, look at Tua.
First year, what are we in? 10 games? And he's played 5, 6 now?
I'm trying to think. I think it's 5.
He's got a concussion 4 times, or been evaluated for a concussion 4 times. I don't know what you do about that sort of thing. You could try the Q collar. He could wear...
I'm sure one of them, he was actually concussed and shouldn't have been playing the next week.
Quite possibly. They did
On one of them, if you watch, it's either the second or third one he was evaluated for, where the one where it all kicked off because Daboll kept going into the tent and what have you.
That would have been...
The third one?
Second.
But anyway, you could see from that, and that's why he was in that tent for so long, you could see he wasn't getting up right.
But that's not just on Daboll. That's on all of the coaching staff, the medical staff, everybody really, isn't it?
It is, but at the same time, they are allowing Dart to get ahead of himself. He needs to develop more before he starts trying to tackle everybody as a running back when he's a QB.
Have you ever seen a QB with the guardian cap on? I've never seen a QB with a guardian cap. He could be the first QB with a guardian cap.
Yeah, and I was going to say, I wouldn't be surprised.
Q collar, the collar that they wear around the neck to help with concussion, and the guardian cap might serve him well in his career.
Yeah, but he's too worried about his looks.
I mean, more worried about
the way he wears his eye black, and he's always got a blinged out necklace on and all that. Yeah. He is very much worried. He's too young. He's too worried about how he looks.
Would you not be more worried about not dribbling when you talk in 10 years? I think I would.
He's too concerned with that.
Yeah. Next one.
Yeah, I mean, this I kind of saw coming, but head coach Dan Quinn has taken over, or is taking over defense play calling for the Commanders. I kind of saw it coming. I mean, they're sat at the bottom of the NFC East.
Yeah, they're not playing great this season, which to me is absolutely fucking crazy considering how well they played last year.
Yeah, they have been a bit injury plagued, a bit like the Niners, but I think their biggest problem, because I don't think they've been as bad on defense as offensive players, but I think
No.
their biggest problem is how they've been running the defense.
Yeah, same. If we're going to have to talk about it, the Packers, as that is the last one, the Packers and Eagles game, and the Eagles beat the Packers. What's this, the third game that the Packers and Eagles have played, and the Eagles have beat us, I think, now?
I think it's 4 in 4 years we've played, because we played twice last year because we had the season opener in Brazil and the wild card round, and then it was like 1-2 years before that, I think.
Yeah, and our offensive calling has been shit the last few weeks. Defense is the only
Eagles
reason.
was no better.
Everyone's calling for Matt LaFleur to be fired because last week against the Panthers, it was the same. Offensive plays were shit. And that game against the Browns that we lost, offensive plays were shit. And it was only defensively that we managed to keep you guys. Eagles, Panthers, and Browns. Defense is the only way we've managed to stop you guys running away with the ball as much as. Can you look at them last 3 games? It's only 3 points. In total, it's 9 points over them 3 games that we've lost by.
Well, if anybody, apart from obviously you, I know you're not going to like this, if you watch that Packers game, it came down to being won by a missed field goal.
Yeah, and we've got a fucking kicker that is 100 for 100 on his kicks, right?
Yeah.
So it's 100% every single time he kicks, and we're still putting McManus in, who has missed 6 field goals this season, I believe. Where's the sense? Where is the sense?
Yeah, and that's another reason why people are calling for a flaw, because it's not just the play calling, it's the decision making, like the game management.
Yeah, and our kicker, I can't remember his name, the newer one, he has the franchise longest kick. It's just such a painful thing to watch when your team is losing that bad, when considering a couple of weeks ago, it was looking like you could go to the Super Bowl. And if we keep playing this way, it's unlikely we're going to go to the Super Bowl, and I'll cry.
I can't say much. The Eagles weren't much better.
Mm-hmm.
Like, you look at it, I mean, the one good thing I can say, and you can say the same, is the defense was outstanding on both sides.
Yeah, both sides of the ball, they played really well. You can't.
There was a forced fumble on the Eagles. There was a forced fumble on the Packers. It wasn't you were strip sacking us 10 times and we were doing nothing kind of job. It was It was almost punch for punch.
Yeah.
The defense.
I did like Micah Parsons chasing Jalen Hurts down. You could see the fear in Jalen Hurts' eyes.
That's not a man you want to be chased down by. And the thing is, what you got to remember is, Micah's always going to be a problem because we've played him for what's he been in the league, 4 years already? We've played him twice every year for the last 4 years.
Yeah.
So even though he's gone to Green Bay, he knows how Jalen and the Eagles kind of operate a bit.
Yeah. While we're on it, the poison pill that was put into the Micah Parsons contract when Jerry Jones traded him to Green Bay, that we're not allowed to trade him to Philly.
Anybody in the NFC East.
Yes. I'm pretty sure it's aimed mostly at Philly because Philly's
aimed at Philly,
Cowboys.
But it also plays to the Commanders and the basement team, the Giants.
I did see we're not allowed to trade him to anyone in the NFC East until 2028, I think it is. And if we do, we have to give up a 2027 first-round pick. But that's only trading. If we drop him and the Eagles pick him up.
Yeah, I mean, if you released him and he was signed afterwards, I think it wouldn't make a difference because you're not trading.
No, it wouldn't, because we've released him. And if I was fucking Howie Roseman, you'd pick him up just to fuck with Jerry Jones.
Oh, yeah, even if you benched him.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Even if you had no need for him, you would try and take him on if he was a free agent.
Just with Jerry Jones.
Off.
Yeah.
Yeah, 100%. Yeah, we took Micah. We're going to sit him on the bench. He's going to come out when we play the Cowboys.
That would be the way to play it.
Yeah, 100%. It would be.
But yeah, so trading block, absolutely no trades that we have found this week. So it's all quiet on the trade front. But we always keep our ear to the ground. And if any of you have seen a trade that we have not seen, obviously put it in the comments and we'll read it and we'll look into it and we'll talk about it. But
Not even
rule of
heard
the
any
week,
rumours.
I've got one or two. A rule of the week, and Steve has taken this one because I've done two, and now it's your turn, motherfucker.
It's when people kick it or punt it, and it's called for a fair catch, which I think is a bit of an important one, really, because it almost stops you just getting demolished in punt or kick returns.
Yeah, you got to give the. Oh, you can't even see it.
Yeah,
The
you
wave the arm signal.
wave the arm, call fair catch.
Yeah.
But if they do it, it literally stops the kickoff team trying to tackle you. Because I mean, the new kickoff rule at the moment isn't really doing much.
No, it's not making much difference.
Do you know what I mean?
It?
It's not made much difference at all. They're still getting maybe to the 30 if they're lucky.
Mm-hmm.
But if you don't call fair catch and you've got enough of a lead against the return team, like the kicking team, you can run it and get a good return. But if they're on you way too fast because they've got a good jump, if you don't call fair catch, there is a good chance you're getting buried in the 10-yard line.
I think it was a college game. It was classed as a fair catch because when he ran, his arm waved and the refs took that as he was waving fair catch, and he wasn't, and he ran it, got a touchdown. It didn't count because they claimed he called for a fair catch.
I think he was actually trying to point somebody out.
Yeah, and it looked like he was waving fair catch.
Yeah, so they called it a fair catch wave, so the touchdown was called back, basically. Yeah, which is going to piss you off.
No new contracts this week. It's coming to that time of the season where shit like that don't happen, and we are running on fumes. Unless you've got any contracts that you've not mentioned.
No, I mean all I've seen this week is people being moved from the practice squad to the roster just before game day. But I mean that happens all season long, and it's irrelevant because you know they're going to happen as soon as injuries. They're like, right, so they're going to pull somebody from the practice squad, but they're already signed with the teams.
Yeah. Injuries. We got a big list of injuries this week.
There's been a few and a couple of key ones, I would say. I mean, to start with, Packers have lost their centre. Elton Jenkins broke his leg. It didn't break his whole leg, but broke a bone in his leg, apparently.
Yeah.
Zay Jones, torn Achilles, out for the season. Marlon Humphrey might need finger surgery. I've also heard this might only set him back a week, maybe two. So it can't be anything major.
No, if it's only a week or two, that's not too bad.
Yeah. Dalton Kincaid is week to week with a hamstring injury. Terrion Arnold is in concussion protocol.
That's 4 weeks, isn't it?
Concussion protocol, if it's bad, usually it's you miss a game, you might squeak in for the second one. But usually you're out too. Safety MJ Stewart is out with a quad injury. They're reporting that he's going to be out for the season.
With a quad injury?
Yeah, which seems a bit weird. So the only thing I can think of is it's like a really bad torn muscle or something.
Yeah.
Yeah.
To be out for the season with a quad injury is a bit bizarre. It's not usually that bad.
Jackson Powers Johnson ankle injury, IR. They seem to believe it's a possible season ender. And then Trey Amos, fractured fibula, out for a while, but they believe he could come back this season.
Fractures are 4 to 6 weeks normally, aren't they?
Usually, yeah.
He could come back, yeah. There is definitely some big names that are on that list, and teams are going to have to adjust. Like the Packers, we're going to need to find a decent centre.
It's unfortunately, it's that part of the season, though, isn't it, where
everyone's
you can no longer just run on fumes.
Yeah, and
if you're injured, it's usually a bad thing.
Yeah. So a question for the viewers: which injury do you think hurts their team the most? I'm going to say the Packers, because last time we had our centre out, we had our backup in, and he is not as good. But drop your comments in the comments section, your thoughts even. Drop your thoughts in the comment section. Let us know who you think is going to be most affected by this. No game of the week because we couldn't decide on one specific game this week, but we have got top games, and Steve, you picked them again this week.
Yeah, I mean Falcons and Colts, which was actually the first game of the Sunday slot. I mean, it was the international game of the week. I kind of expected the Colts to run away with this a bit, but the Falcons put up one hell of a fight. Yeah, they didn't just let them run away at all. which is what's been happening sometimes with
Yeah,
Colts.
the Colts have been on fire this season, and I
And
thought they would steamroll the Falcons.
Jonathan Taylor is now over 1,100 yards on the season. I think he's near 1,200. I think it's like 1,189 at the moment. So he's red hot, and he's got like, I think someone said, I found it earlier. I think I saw something about he's got like 15 rushing touchdowns. Yeah, it was insane. Let me look it up because it didn't like that.
Jonathan Taylor rushed for 244 yards and scored 3 touchdowns, including a career-long 83-yard touchdown.
Yeah, 15 touchdowns. He's on 1,139 yards. And he had his longest rush in his career, 83 yards.
That's fucking good, isn't it? I just looked it up as well. Daniel Jones contributed with 19 carries for 255 yards and 1 interception.
I also want to point out, even with all these numbers and all these touchdowns, he has no fumbles and no lost balls.
What does that tell you about Daniel Jones? He was just in the wrong place.
No, that was Jonathan Taylor. So with 1,100 rush yards and 15 touchdowns, he hasn't lost a ball once.
That's mad, isn't it?
Like, usually running backs have lost it once or twice. Even Derrick Henry, Saquon Barkley.
Yeah.
But yeah, no fumbles, no lost balls.
That is fucking crazy. So, one to watch, Falcons, Colts.
You've also got Texans, Jaguars, which might sound surprising to a lot of people. But the Texans didn't have CJ Stroud in. They had their backup in. I forget his name. It started a little slow.
Mm-hmm.
But I think it was by the second quarter, both teams started getting into it. And I don't know how to say it, man, but that got quite good, quite fast, really.
Yeah, I'm just looking at the highlights. There's a lot of highlights from that game.
Yeah.
Might be persuaded to watch that. I watched the Packers game today, and that disappointed me. I watched a bit of Red Zone, but I was busy doing other stuff with the kids. Being Sunday,
Davis
back
Mills.
to school. That's their backup.
Yeah, he threw for 292 yards, 2 touchdowns, and had 1 interception. Trevor Lawrence, 158, 1 touchdown, 1 interception.
Trevor Lawrence is not the QB for...
No, he's not a superstar. He's paid like one, but he isn't.
Yeah, no, that's exactly what I was just thinking. He's not QB material, like superstar QB material, like they've wanted him to be for so long.
He's a bit like Joe Flacco, I think. Shows up to a few games a year and somehow manages to fleece every team out of money.
Yeah, definitely. He does it well.
Yeah. Finally, we got the Niners and Rams. I think this is always quite good when these two go at each other.
Yeah. They seem to always be able to put on a show.
Yeah, it's the Niners and the Rams. I think they're two, more so this season with the Niners because they've been battered with injuries.
Yep.
That they always kind of show up. But no, they had Mac Jones in.
Passing, Brock Purdy.
Mac Jones, 319 yards, 3 touchdowns and an interception.
What was the score?
26-42.
Why is
So it was slightly lopsided, but
I was just looking at it, the box score then, and I was like, yeah, so when I clicked on it, it was 26-42, but it actually opened on the 2024 fucking game for some reason.
But yeah, I mean, Matthew Stafford, 280, 4 touchdowns.
And Matthew Stafford is looking like the next MVP of the league, apparently.
I wouldn't be surprised. I was looking earlier, passing yards. Stafford is 4th overall, 2,427 yards, but he is miles above the top 4 in touchdowns. First, second, and third is Daniel Jones, Justin Herbert, and Drake May. Now, Herbert and May have 19. Daniel has 15. Stafford has 25.
Who's below him?
You got Mahomes just behind him, Dak Prescott, Sam Darnold, then Jordan Love, in Jared Goff, and Baker Mayfield.
Where's Jalen Hurts?
He is 18th, but they rank. This is a ranking based on how many passing yards you have.
Yeah, Jalen's not worried about passing yards, I don't think. He can do, what the team can do as a collective rather than what he can do.
Yeah, if you arrange it by completion percentage, that changes. So that then becomes Jared Goff, Tyler Huntley, Drake May, Sam Darnold, Josh Allen, Lamar Jackson, Daniel Jones, Mac Jones, Dak Prescott, Jordan Love, Jalen Hurts as your top 10.
What?
Yeah.
Dak Prescott's on that list.
Yeah. It's based on completion percentage. So, but Tyler Huntley's only in there because his 2 games that he played is 27-37. So there's a reason they don't do it based off completion percentage.
Yeah, it's crazy, isn't it?
But I do think just basing it off of how many yards you've done is also a bit insane.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, you remember last year, who led that? It was Joe Burrow, if I remember rightly.
Yeah, I believe it was. Because there was talk of Joe Burrow being MVP.
But the Bengals ended up with outside of the playoff, if I remember rightly.
Yeah, they did. They just skimmed past it, didn't they?
Yeah. So,
but they're your 3 games of the week: Falcons, Colts, Texans, Jags, and Niners, Rams. Okay, so on to the rumor mill. We have only one rumor, and I've been seeing this for absolutely fucking weeks, and it doesn't matter how many ways you look at it, and I'm pretty sure it is not going to happen. Max Crosby trades flying around all over the place. Max Crosby is apparently going to the Eagles, he's going to the Packers, he's going to the Rams, he's going to the Niners.
Yeah, well, it's all bollocks because you can't trade now. Trade deadline's gone. So any trades now are just that. They're just rumours. There's no trades
But it's
happening.
fun to have this rumour that Max Crosby might be on someone else's team and he might actually get somewhere.
Yeah, the only way you're going to do it now is if you release him. But the Raiders have just paid him a shit ton of money. And if I remember rightly, 70% of that was guaranteed.
I think it was 149 million, something
like 90 to 100 million of it was guaranteed. So they're not about to just drop him.
But it's fun to think about if Max Crosby was on one of the teams that you might actually get to play. Do you know what I mean?
I mean, if he ended up on the Eagles or the Packers or the Rams or, one of these teams, then it's just almost over for some of these other teams.
Mm-hmm.
The Raiders season's done anyway, so
I feel bad for players like Max Crosby. He's been with the Raiders for so long, and they've not even had a sniff of the fucking Super Bowl, have they?
Myles Garrett with the Browns. He's just re-up with the Browns as well. When was the last time you saw them at the playoffs?
I think I looked, it was like 90s.
I saw a joke earlier. When you're a QB that's drafted into the NFL, how to get good. First stop is to leave the Cleveland Browns. That was just this random meme thing that I saw flying around the internet the other day.
I tell you how to be a good player. Get drafted by the Giants. Stay there for a year or two. Feel shit about yourself. Get traded somewhere else and play like a fucking savage.
I mean, it's happened with Jones. It's happened with a few of their QBs.
It's happened with all their players, hasn't it?
It's the same as the Browns, though. I mean, you look at Baker Mayfield at the moment with the Bucks.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
He just keeps showing up and balling out whenever he feels like it.
Yeah.
Daniel Jones is going off the chain. So, yeah, it's leave the bad teams and you become good, apparently.
You got to fucking go through the bad to get the good, I suppose.
Yeah, I suppose.
So, on to the next question of the week. And, Steve, you can take this one away.
Where? I haven't got one.
Is it on there? I have. Who's your bold prediction for MVP next season? Let us know in the comments. We'll shout out some of your takes next episode. And it would be nice to actually get a comment on our thing. That's all I've got this week. How about you, Steve?
I've got nothing.
We'll see you next week. And thanks for tuning in to Exleys on the NFL. Don't forget to follow us on Instagram at Exleys NFL Podcast, TikTok at TonyXley12. We're also on Spotify, Exleys NFL Podcast.
We are also on, I found out, YouTube Music.
Oh, I didn't know that one. So, yeah, we're on YouTube Music as well. It's obviously our podcast name, Exleys NFL. Hit the subscribe button, and we will see you next week.
Thanks for tuning in to Exleys on the NFL. Follow us on Instagram at Exleys NFL Podcast and TikTok at TonyXley12. Hit that subscribe button, and we'll see you next time.